an apartment for spring. Coffee is cheap here, the senior. The cab drops me to my door. I smell the lilies the landlord has planted by the iron gate. I walk my bags up 2 flights. If the weather holds, I'll go to the water at noon and read, swim a little, buy a salad sandwich from the dimly lit bakery. I'm thinking back to the last time I knew this. Maybe in the dry field at summer, 15, cantering past cows and the young white horse who never asked me of anything. Happy to be loved and fed, brought to a stable when a storm came in. I am working away from old ambition, measuring days by meals cooked, chores done, poems read, by how well I love the person I love. It is a strange, good feeling, like riding the tram to the other side of town for a single glass of wine, buying books and pastries, then walking an hour home, the day given over to the next, without definition, and not caring. In the evening by artificial light, I said, "What can you tell me of life, Bapu?" Voices carry like small paper boats down the street from our small square room as we lie on our small square bed, full with pork and sticky rice and mango, unhappy. Waiting for the night to cool to take a taxi to the beach to sit and watch the ocean go out, come back in. To watch the skinny man ride his skinny bay along the shore as the seabirds make their final turns, shadows against the dimming sky. A little light on the water as the ferry passes. With enough money to walk to the fluorescent restaurant each night to fried oysters, a mussel omelette, a sip of beer or tea. Never talking of the future, only the past and our achievements, which are private but fierce. Those luminous and irresponsible days, music in the upstairs bars against the green cumulus of afternoon, driving past the buildings lifted from your childhood, the brilliance of white stone under Pacific sun, the trees dark green from new rain, driving toward an eternal impossibility, this joy a kind of blindness. We'll ruin one another yet, and all in such ignorance of brevity. No freedom in it, but unsaid acceptance. To wake and lie there beside you, unburdened, knowing when we turn back to our lives, we will go as we came, unaccompanied, into the blue dark. This next poem is called Apologia. It's a kind of love poem, and apologia means a formal written defense of one's opinion or conduct. So take that as you will. Apologia. Because it is a lot like beauty, and as brief as the light is brief, when at night I stand by the river, the cars flash their lights on the black water, and I think to let this fall away would be so easy. Because your happiness is taken as purification, happiness as sin. Because of your liver and God. Because there is an invisible bird outside my window that speaks to me each morning, like it has known me from another life, a life where my losses are my own. Because the afternoons in the 4th floor apartment were borrowed days denied of fear. Because I thought I knew patience, but I was wrong. Because I've seen cities that belong to the dogs of the street beneath the white light of night, and they understand it as the place people go to disappear. Because of what my father said, anger is a pleasure, sadness a pain. Because I have seen the sky on fire with rain. Because I waited for the ash and there was none. Because I smell rose water on the skin of a man and I am there, back in that room frantic with destruction. Or in that phosphorescent stairwell high above the street where we would float as 2 blue jellyfish gazing down at the world. Because once I rode a tram in an ancient city, and every face I saw was yours. Because sometimes you say a name and fear it might break and can never be said again. Because time doesn't heal but ends. Because everything that endures must end. Because in the mornings, beside you, I watch this valley open sweetly, as though the world is delivering itself to us in the palm of an ageless child, who turns the bitter earth to honey, then a black river. And the valley does reference 42 Valley, so slid into the theme. This last poem is called Obeyed, and an Obeyed, I kind of tried to write a very classical, outdated Obeyed in which the poem is about leaving a woman in the morning. Obeyed. Clean water in the porcelain basin, a croissant coffee on the balcony. Beyond this room, the world smelling like snow, that is to say, like nothing. Over a newspaper in bed, you peel an orange with a blunt knife and ask another word for singing. Your white shirt in the closet beside my white shirt. This lightness, the pink Salt Lake sky, somewhere ice on the mountains. That Arctic calm as cello suite number 1 arpeggios in from the street. Do you still hear it, Alice? The Mediterranean crackle in sleep. No money for artichoke hearts, the fat of butter, meat, and yet this square of morning. Almonds in a bowl by the bedside, the clear stone in your wedding ring. When you would say Bella, no sadness. The light is steady, it holds each time you leave. Thank you.